Hey everyone, and welcome back to Larkin Design. I am Theresa Moxley, and today I'm sharing this layout from our December Daily album from 2019, and this is day 16. I have created, when I did my foundation pages back last November, I did this little fold out piece. I will be sure and link below the video where you can see how this little fold out came together. But basically what it is 4 3x8 journal cards that I've attached to each other using washi tape, and then I added little plastic tabs to the edge so that it can go in the album. I did not assign this to a particular day when I created my foundation pages. The idea was that I would allow it to float in the album until I figured out what day I wanted to use it on. The tabs, in case you're wondering, they are literally from the Dollar Tree. They're just really easy little things to go and pick up, inexpensive. But you could use any sort of tab that you have, or you could also make your own if you wanted to. And so my concept for this little fold out or flip out is to do 4 photos, 2 on each side, and then I also have 2 cards that I'm using as journaling cards on the back side, as you can see here. And I have the title card, of course, with December and the date on the front, and another filler card on the front side as well. And so I've printed my photos at 3x8 so that they fit nicely inside there. And I am just covering up one side of the washi tape on each page. So the washi tape only shows on the journaling cards themselves. It doesn't show on the photo. If you wanted to go back and have your washi tape show on your photos, you could do that. I think washi tape is easy enough. You could lift it back up, or you could add another layer on top. But I chose to leave the photos really untouched, so they are covering up the washi tape in my version of it. And so this 3x8 December card is what really sparked this idea for me, because I thought that it has the perfect little spot down here for the number. And this is, of course, day 16. So I have some different options for the number 16, and I have to make a decision about which number I want to use. It's always fun. I also just wanted to do a little stamping around the December or over top of the December. And so my idea here is I'm going to go ahead and use this white 16, which is from the Ali Edwards main kit, and I'm going to use this archival red ink to stamp some little stars and hearts. And these little tiny hearts and stars are from the Paislee Press stamp set. And so I've just sort of grouped them close enough that I felt like it would stamp on this 16 and be kind of cute as a little decoration for the 16. And that way it has a little bit of pop on that page, but it also ties in with the rest of the page. And so my story for day 16 sort of carries over from day 15. And I sort of took a couple of days to tell this whole story. And basically what we did was we traveled down to Atlanta for the day to visit a little pop-up market that was put on by the Kathe Wohlfahrt store, which is this little ornament shop, little Christmas shop that's based out of Germany. And if you have followed me for a long time, then this is the Christmas shop that I've talked about in the past, that when we lived in Germany when I was a child, this store had a lot of sentimental meaning to us. I have ornaments from the 80s from this little shop. And so last year they did these little pop-up markets across the U.S. And so you guys know that when I saw that they had one in Atlanta, we had to go. And it was so much fun. Everyone had the best time. There was German food and German music and all kinds of little shops that were set up and just people everywhere. And then, of course, the store, the flagship store for Kathe Wohlfahrt was in the middle of this. And where they held it was actually a really cool place too. They held it at the Olympic Park, and which I had never been to before. And so we got to see the Olympic rings that were there, and it's a really kind of cool area to hang out with. It was a really fun day that we spent, even though, yes, it was like a 5 or 6 hour drive from here to Atlanta. So it's a lot to do in one day to go down and come back, but totally worth it. You can also see how I've added just some puffy stickers to the photos, and I'm doing that to sort of keep this a little bit flat. The one thing about doing a flip out like this is that it does add a bit of bulk to your album if you're doing more than 3 or 4 pages especially. So use your flat embellishments, use your stamps, use your puffy stickers. Those stars from the Ali Edwards kit are amazing. Most of what I've used is from Paislee Press in the past. And whenever I create my foundation pages, I use those as an opportunity to use the product that I've ordered that particular year. And then when I go to create the pages themselves, I can just use that product that I've already chosen. And so that's what I did before I started this process video. I just went through and pulled out some of my Paislee Press things, and then I came across those stars as well, and I thought that they would make a really nice addition. And they also had that green, that sort of teal color. I really liked that teal color last year in last year's kit products, so that was really nice to add on. And I think Studio Calico had done that teal washi tape with the stars on it, so that was perfect to construct this flip out with. And then I had a lot of fun doing the stamping here on this page as well. I used those little stars again to highlight the little list over on the left hand side there, and I added more of my journaling. And then I also stamped, there was a little square on the currently card, and I stamped the Merry Everything on that. That would be a great place for a photo too if you wanted to use it in that way, but I decided to do a little stamping there. And then I'm going to cover up one of the sentiments underneath currently, and I just covered that up with those little word strips, and that's okay, right? If it doesn't quite fit with what you're trying to accomplish, then just cover it up. And then I used the other little space beside it to add a little round red puffy sticker. I'm also going to do this little star here on top of the red and white diagonal, and again incorporating that green color. And I realized that sort of fell apart a little bit, so I went ahead and just grabbed the Tombow adhesive to secure that. At the end, you'll see that the little red star that I put on the other side fell off altogether, and so I'll have to secure that as well with the Tombow adhesive. And here's where I was going to go ahead and put that in the album, and then it fell off, and then my video cut off on me. So I invite you to check out the blog. As always, there is a blog post that shows more details, and we'll give the links to the other foundation process video so you can see how the foundation pages came together. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.